I just finished watching every UFC Media Day press conference, and for some reason, they were really short. I don't know why, but hey, we're going to make with what we can, guys. Today, I want to analyze the headspace of every single fighter, but every fighter just had basically minutes. So today, we're going to take a look at Yair Rodriguez, Brandon Royval, Brian Ortega, and Brandon Moreno. We're going to analyze their headspace from what they said at the press conference, how they're feeling. Perhaps we can get an edge on the betting. I don't really know but exactly like what you want to take away from it, but I think I have some good things to take away from it, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's start off with Yair Rodriguez. So really the only takeaway from Yair Rodriguez, and again, guys, like all of these guys only had a few minutes, okay? And just a couple of them had just a little bit more. So Yair Rodriguez, okay? Obviously, he likes Brian Ortega. He's friends with Brian Ortega, and he specifically said that he liked Brian and his family, and the fact that they're fighting, he does not want to hurt him. He really doesn't want to hurt him because he likes him and respects his family so much. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea for a UFC fight. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very respectable, and I don't even know, like, what I would do in the case if I was fighting one of my friends and, like, really trying to hurt them, really trying to kind of kill them. I don't know. That would definitely, like, hurt my performance. Maybe Yair will find himself if he's beaten up on Brian Ortega too bad, like, holding back. And something else to note is Brian Ortega did not say the same thing about Yair Rodriguez. Kind of says something about the character there, but that makes me worry a little bit, to be honest with you. It really does. But speaking of worrying is something that Brandon Royval is not doing. He spent the entire time, because of course he's taken this fight on short notice. He's a huge underdog. To use his words, he likes being an underdog. He likes the story if he, like, overcomes the odds. This is short notice. There's no pressure. All the pressure is on Brandon Moreno. He wants to come back. He wanted a free trip to Mexico, wants to enjoy a couple days after this fight. He is, and at the end of the day, if he loses, he has a little bit of, oh, well, I took this fight on short notice, and he has an opportunity for revenge. So he thinks that all the pressure's on Moreno. On top of that, he has been living in altitude, so the altitude's not going to bother him, and he thinks it is to his advantage. So Brandon Royval, he's coming in content. He's coming in happy. He's grateful for, excuse me, sorry about that. He's grateful for the opportunity that he's been given by the UFC. He's going to come make him some money. He's going to come on, have a vacation. So the dude's pretty happy. Dude's pretty laid back. And to be honest with you, if you're not stressed, maybe you'll have a really good performance. Let's move on to Brian Ortega, though, guys. Let's move on to Brian Ortega. I'll be honest with you, I don't like Brian Ortega, okay? And this entire press conference just showed that he's the exact same guy that he's always been. Arrogant, doesn't care about anything. He's just coming in. He's probably not a changed man. He ended up having a Tito Ortiz moment, if you haven't seen it online yet today, because people were responding with a picture of Chael sleeping like Tito. He was talking about the mountain lion. It was so boring. I legitimately, like, I'm not memeing with you right now. I really don't remember Tito's story. And Brian Ortega started doing the same thing. You know, when an eagle, sometimes it has to break its beak, smashing it over and over again. Then he's got to pluck its own feathers. And then he comes back, a brand new eagle. And he tried to seem so methodical about it. He tried to seem so intelligent about it. And when people really try to do that, it just comes off that's so cringy that it's almost like it does the complete opposite effect. I can't believe that he just sat there. And people are talking about CTE after that because they're comparing him to Tito so much. And on top of that, with the press conference, there's a lot of we'll sees. He's too cool for the media day, right? He's way too cool for the media day. Hey, Brian, what do you think about this? We'll see. To that I say, we'll see. We'll see. I'm an eagle. He's the same arrogant guy as always, and he probably didn't adjust anything to his game, and Yair Rodriguez is probably going to murder him. But I do want to talk about Brandon Moreno, guys, because Brandon Moreno, he came into this fight, or he's coming into this press conference, he's happy, comfortable. He said that he's been in this place a lot in his career where it's high-pressure main event. He's hungry for a win. He's hungry for a win over at UFC Mexico. He wants one on his record for the people because, of course, and this is a statistic that I did not know about, whenever he's fought in Mexico, he's lost. So he wants to get one back. He wants to have the people cheering for him. He feels, again, no stress. He thinks the stress is on Brandon Royval, but for him personally, he's not feeling any stress because he is going to embrace and love the opportunity and love visiting his fans. Look forward to everybody cheering for him within the fight. It looks like actually that he is really actually comfortable here. So both Brandon Royval and Brandon Moreno are comfortable, which is an interesting thing to take a look at for a fight. But guys, speaking about interesting thing for you right here, this video, it's a tier list. Check it out. Thanks for watching, guys.